Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy. How many times did I start this show now? Thank you guys in the side chat. Because when I'm on here by myself, nobody can say, hey, Hillbilly, you dipstick, you're muted. Oh, my goodness. So, I'm sorry, guys. Let me start this over again. So, I just want to thank you all so much for being here tonight. And oh man, yeah, meme. You guys doing the meme version? Yeah. So glad to see you out there, side chat. You guys are awesome. Oh man. And we have a great panel tonight. And so anyway, it's been this close to Thanksgiving. We thought, man, we're gonna have to like cook up some Thanksgiving food, and try it out, back in the green room. So we had the turkey, the stuffings, the pies, the cobblers, all that good stuff. So hopefully not everybody is, about to fall asleep back there. So anyway, let's get them out here and get started. And I thank you guys so much for being here. Oh boy. So up first we have Bubba, Tricops Ballistic. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know why everybody looked at me weird. I tried to bring in my Bubba surprise, and everybody's just like, no. I don't know.
Well, is that traditional Thanksgiving?
That's right. Traditional Thanksgiving, ladies.
Oh, man. I can't believe I started again muted. I know what the problem is, and I try not to do it. And I do it like I mess it up more than I get it right. So when I'm playing the start out, the videos and all that, it automatically mutes my mic. So I'm looking at the screen, it shows my mic is muted, right?
Right.
Well, when that video ends, it unmutes me. So I'm sitting here with my mouse over it, getting ready to unmute myself to start the show. And about the time I go to unmute it, it unmutes me and I mute it myself. And oh my goodness, what a dipstick, man. But we got it. Thank you so much for being here tonight, Bubba.
No problem. Man.
Appreciate it.
Leave a sticky note on your screen. Like, hey, look, do not
I know.
attempt to unmute yourself.
I need to put right here on my forehead so I'm looking at the camera. I can see, unmute,
Yeah.
Well, up next, we have JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Better than you.
There's no doubt about that, brother.
I'm going to Amazon bomb Hillbilly some yellow sticky notes.
Yeah, I probably have some. That's a bad thing. Yeah, I do. So I have sticky notes here.
Yeah,
But
well, buddy,
they
I
don't work.
love you, but if it wasn't so funny, it'd be aggravating as crap, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Like,
man.
send him a giant flag that says "unmute yourself."
Yeah. I think I'll have to change the name of this channel to the Muted Podcast or something, or whatever. But oh my goodness. Well,
It'll be
Jamie,
fun.
thank you so much for being here tonight, buddy.
Well, thanks for having me, man.
Always appreciate you. And up next, we have the bird himself, Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy? Oh, and we got George, too.
We got George, too. I and George are doing just fine. Thanks for having us,
Awesome.
man.
Man, glad you could be here.
You bet,
Yeah,
me too.
I said the Muted Hillbilly channel. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Drink a seltzer every time you mute. Oh, man.
Yeah, he wouldn't mute himself anymore.
They're saying there's a new name, Silent Bob. Oh my goodness. Sticky Notes in 2023 is going to use whiteout to fix the typos on his computer too. Oh my goodness, that's about right. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, we still have somebody else back in the green room. Thank you so much for being here, Gary. And we have Pat in the bunker back here. Come on out, Pat. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, if you're Silent Bob and we're sticking with the movie references, then I got to be Jay because I'm the tall, skinny one. Yeah, boy. But no, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just messing around with you a little bit. Yeah, I actually just got back from Thanksgiving, an early Thanksgiving today, so I had to pass up on the possum pie that Bubba brought because I was stuffed to the gills. So
Yeah. Talking about notes, I told him pumpkin pie, not possum pie. And so.
yeah, it started with a P anyway.
Well, I had to use Google Translate to translate it to Bubba lingo, and it came out possum. So,
Oh, okay, that's what it was. All right.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. I just want to thank you all so much for being on tonight. We're gonna have a good time. Now that we're unmuted and like everybody can hear, and we got a rocking side chat out there, man. They got these guys are awesome, guys and girls. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here tonight. My goodness. So we're going to talk about Thanksgiving tonight, guys, a little bit. Because we got Thanksgiving coming up, this next week. Not that, this will be, the last show before Thanksgiving. So I thought we'll talk a little bit about Thanksgiving. Of course, we're going to talk about guns and other stuff too. And, no doubt about that. And yeah, I just seen my muted chat where everybody that was in the green room, like, sent me a private chat saying muted, no sound. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh boy. So first of all, let me put this banner. Excuse me. Put this banner out here because we are going to be having a giveaway tonight. And tonight's hashtag is HBN50. This is our 50th show. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys all have been here, and we've got to enjoy Guns, Beer, and Therapy for 50 shows. I mean, when I started this, I didn't know if it was going to last, 1 or 2 shows, because actually I started my very first show off muted. So, I mean, that tells you how it's going. Oh, boy. So, yeah, there's the hashtag right there. Oh, my goodness. So, man, look at everybody out there. Great deal. So let's go ahead and jump right into a few of these topics for Thanksgiving. I thought this would be kind of fun. We are going to, like I said, talk about, some guns too. But anyway, I just thought, well, it'd be fun to, talk about what everybody's going to be doing for Thanksgiving this year. And so I have like 3 or 4 topics on here about Thanksgiving that we'll just kind of go through tonight. And then we'll get on to like some gun stuff and everything else. But we'll just start with this one. Bubba, we'll just start. You can go around the deal. So what's your plans for Thanksgiving this year? It's going to be on Thanksgiving, weekend before, weekend after,
With my family, I never know. I really don't know at the time. They'll probably tell me or something like that in like random conversation, probably right when I'm not paying attention, and then I find out later. So most of the time it'll be on the day, but I'll probably be at work that night and that morning. So odds are I probably won't be around for it. But usually we'll have it the weekend after or something of that nature. It's usually quite a bit of the family. A lot of our family from out of the county, because most of my family's in the same state. So most of my family's in Kentucky. They'll come down. There's a couple in Indiana that'll come down, and I think we got one in Tennessee that comes up. So, just spend a little bit of quality time with family members we don't see too often, and I like to scare everybody. So that's pretty much what I did for Thanksgiving. I treat Thanksgiving as a second Halloween sometimes, but no one asks for the trick.
Cool. Yeah, defense dad says Thanksgiving is one of the only 3 days out of the year that the store's closed, so that he gets off, man. That's not very many holidays get off work, buddy. Man. So Jamie, what are you guys gonna do for Thanksgiving this year?
Well, I was
Anything?
telling the guys back in the green room, my dad came home from the hospital today, so we're all going to my sister's church and have Thanksgiving in their fellowship hall. There's so many of us, we have to do something
Yeah.
like that. Nobody's house will hold us all.
Yeah.
I'm the oldest and the only boy. I have 3 younger sisters. Of course, there's my mom and dad, and um, I've got 2 and 1 granddaughter, and then so forth and so on. And so by the time you get us, our kids and grandkids together, we're over 50 folks. So
Mhm.
we need a bigger area. And thanks, Michael Dunn. I appreciate you. I was telling them my dad had a valve replaced in his heart, and I'm just not missing that anymore. Now my wife goes and takes her mother to her brother's house and up in Calhoun, and so we go in different directions. I go west and she goes northeast.
Oh
So,
yeah.
but I'm thankful that, and this is probably going to be the next topic, but I'm thankful I still have both of my parents. I'm a
Mhm.
61-year-old man and still have both of my parents, and that is
Awesome.
that's a blessing from the Lord above, and I'm grateful for that. But thanks for letting me share, man.
You betcha. So, Gary, we'll drop on down to you, buddy.
I'm going to my daughter's. In fact, I was down there today. We went grocery shopping, bought the turkey and all the fixings. So
All right.
I'm going back down there Thursday morning to help them get everything ready. Probably going to spend the night Thursday. I think that's the plan because daughter said something about wanting to go shopping Friday morning. So
Yeah.
I don't very often spend the night there, but what the heck? That means I get to eat all I want to. I can take a nap as long as I want to. And so, yeah, poor George. He'll probably stay at home without me, but he's not much of a turkey eater anyway. So,
Well, all righty.
Oh,
He
and
does-
football. Remember, we got 2 NFL games. Of course, we know we'll have the Lions playing somebody and the Cowboys playing somebody. If
Yeah.
tradition holds. So
Yeah.
if you like NFL football.
So, well, Pat, we're going to jump to you. And while you're doing that, Mark Thomas, I'm going to send you another link just to see if it's a problem on this side or something. But yeah, Pat, what are you guys going to be up to?
Well, like I said, back in the green room, I already had one today on my wife's side, and actually had too many people, so we had to have it at the local fire hall where she grew up, and had quite a few people. And we actually did a little bit of cooking there at the fire hall on the last bit of the stuff, just keeping everything warm. And they've got like 2 ovens, and they've got all the roasters and the electric everything. So, rented it out for the day, and it was so nice here today. It got up to 70 degrees that we could just have the doors open, and the kids were outside playing. And man, it was really a good day. It really was. And I ate way too much, just typical of me. But future ones coming up. I got one on Thanksgiving with my mom and dad's. Actually, on my dad's side, the actual Hirsch side here. I got one planned, and all of his brothers and sisters, and there's 8 of them. So we always ran out the community hall there, and because there's a lot of us Hirsches running around, about like about like Jamie's there, and ain't a house big enough to hold all of us. So then on Sunday, we got another one with my mom's side. So yeah, a lot of eating. Man, I'm probably going to be winding up putting on about 10 pounds before this whole deal's over. So, but no, I'm very blessed to have a lot of family. So, yeah, just very thankful for that, to be able to sit down and share food and good times. It's hard to get all of us together. There's so many of us. So, I'll be glad to catch up with everybody.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. We will be doing of course we'll go to my mom's for Thanksgiving. My wife's parents, they have theirs most usually either the week before or after, off of Christmas and Thanksgiving, which allows us to be here for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the way we do it in my family, so we alternate each year. Like this Thanksgiving is the year for everybody to go to the in-laws, if they do go to the in-laws. So there'll only be about probably 30 or 40 of us at Thanksgiving, but then Christmas everybody will be here, so we'll have 80 to 100. But next year it'll just switch. Everybody be here for Thanksgiving, and then Christmas will be, to go to the in-laws. And so that's kind of what we do, for us. And so I graduated, so it'll be smoking meats. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's always a lot of fun. Yeah. And I think there is 3 games. They added the Thursday evening or Thursday night game, right? Or are they doing that this year?
There may be 3 games. I'm not.
Well, it used to just be there's always Dallas and Detroit, whoever they were playing. And those were like around noon games. They started there. But then I don't remember how long ago it was, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I might be way off. But they had said, because me being a Chiefs fan, the Chiefs was always going to get the Thursday night game, the late game. And that was something new. Well, then a lot of people start throwing fits, and they're like, well, Dallas and Detroit always has it locked up. It shouldn't be just given to the Chiefs. So then it's going to, that third game is always going to be rotated. So I don't know. I didn't even look to see who. I know the Chiefs are playing Monday night this year, so I don't know who's playing the Thursday night. So I know they're playing Monday night, so I'm sure they're not playing Thursday too. So I guess is what I was trying to say. Oh man. Real quick, anybody been hunting? Had any luck on the panel or in the side chat?
I got one Wednesday was a week ago, but y'all already knew that.
Yeah. So.
Well, I didn't get to go, but I did have some deer meat given to me that I just got done processing the other night, and made a bunch of deer steaks and stuff out of. And it'd probably been 2 years since I had, probably closer to 3, and did a nice pan sear on that on some cast iron, the way God intended. And man, that it was really, really good. And I ain't kidding you. There was fat that came off that thick off of that buck. And I took all the fat, trimmed it off and everything, boiled it off. And I probably, just off 130-pound ham off of that buck, I got a half a mason jar of fat off of that 130-pound ham. It was that buck was that fat. Oh, but it's good stuff. And no gamey taste. I couldn't believe it. Usually buck's got a little bit of a gamey taste to it, but this one was, man, it was just about like eating beef. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all in the preparation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. If you can get all that sinew and everything out of there and trim that fat and everything off of it, usually that works out pretty good. And it took me a while to do because I hadn't done up a deer or processed meat in quite a while. But man, when I did it, man, it was perfect. Oh, I thought it was good.
Well, we know Moo's a bow hunter, so I assume what he does, he's got an 8-point tied up in his backyard. So, that makes it a lot easier getting one with a compound bow. So that's pretty smart, buddy. Oh my goodness. So let's go on to the next Thanksgiving topic while we're on this, because I think we can run through these pretty quick. I thought this would be a good one because I remember mine, and I don't know if everybody else can, but okay. There, show up. Okay. What's the first Thanksgiving dinner that you can remember? Pat, we'll just go back to you and work our way back around. Like, as a kid, whatever, like, what do you remember your first, Thanksgiving?
Grandma and Grandpa used to live down the road here from me, only like maybe a mile and a half down the same dirt road. Um, all the kids, all the grandkids, I mean, just everybody. This house was filled to the brim on my dad's side. Um, yeah, and just playing outside. And we had three wheelers and four wheelers at that time. I was too young to ride, obviously, at that point. But um, yeah, pure pandemonium and chaos and food. That's that's what I remember. And getting that, and yeah, just seeing a lot of folks that I was like, oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? I haven't asked mom, dad, who's that? What I can remember being that young, but yeah, that used to be a real strong tradition until my grandma and grandpa passed away here on my dad's side, just right down the road, and it was a whole day. I mean, we ate, we did the lunch, and then what was left over, because there was always way too much left over. We always watch football games, and then eat again at dinner time. So it was a whole day event. I mean, it was it was always fun when I was a kid.
That's awesome. That sounds like it. So, how about you, Gary?
Well, I mean, I can't remember any specific one, but when I was little, we usually always had them at our house, and somebody'd go get grandma because grandma didn't drive, but she only lived 2 blocks away, so we'd just go get her and bring her over. My aunt and uncle would come from out in the country. My aunt always brought the homemade pies. She was the baker in the family. Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
And she'd bring 2 or 3 pies, and they were always, kind of the hit afterwards and stuff. And it's kind of like mom would put the leaf in the table. It's the only time we ever had the leaf in the table.
Yeah,
And
and that leaf or two extra hanging somewhere in the closet or wherever.
yeah, it's in the closet, and we'd get it
Yeah.
out and put it on. The kitchen would be full of stuff, and I can remember even as a little kid, my major goal was to sneak a piece of skin off that turkey. And I had two older sisters that would try to guard it and try to keep an eye on me, but I always managed to get me a piece. So might get in trouble for it, but I love the turkey skin and stuff like that.
So did they call you Gizzard Gary back then?
No. No, I was just the ornery little brother that was I was the only boy in the family, so I got away with a lot, you know. But no, and usually there might have been some dominoes afterwards later in the day, or perhaps some cards, stuff like that, or games some sort afterwards. And there'd always be football on and stuff like that too, because Dad liked football. And it was just, we'd make a whole day of it. Usually everybody'd stick around long enough. Maybe we'd have dinner too. We'd have 2 meals there. And the house just smelled so good. I can remember that. Oh boy. Good times.
It sounds like it. Nice. Thanks for sharing, guys. So Jamie, how about you, buddy?
The earliest Thanksgiving I remember would have been in like the mid to late 60s at my great grandmother's house, my granddad's mother's house. And you're talking about a crowd. We had a crowd. Now, my pawpaw was like me and like Gary. Gary, how many sisters did you have?
2.
2. So my granddad was
Gary goes 2, and balloons just start going everywhere.
That was totally accidental too.
How many, Gary?
2.
Sorry for interrupting you there, Jamie, but that was funny.
That's too good.
That was
man.
funny.
But yeah, man, my granddad was the oldest and the only boy, and he had three younger sisters, and I was the oldest, the only boy, and I had three younger sisters. But back then, at least my baby sister wasn't born yet, so we went to my great grandmother's. We called her Mama Bean, and of course my granddad was Paul Bean, and yeah,
Did you
man.
have an uncle named Jim?
Yeah, I did. Matter of fact, I did. But yeah, my mom's sister, there were two of them, and my mom and her sister and their kids, and then all my granddad's sisters and all their kids, and yeah, so it was a crowd, and this is my best memory of this. Now, y'all think I'm making this up or I'm crazy. All right, so the house, my great grandmother lived in a duplex with her daughter, my Aunt Louise, my granddad's sister, and so this duplex, you think of a duplex as being a little shotgun shack or whatever. This place was massive, man. I mean, it was huge. And I remember uh, my great grandmother's side of the house being real full and busy and all that. Well, my Aunt Louise, nobody would go over there because she had two little Chihuahua dogs that was always biting your ankle and stuff. And when you first walked in, they'd be biting on your ankles, and she always had wrestling on. So I wasn't scared of the Chihuahuas, so I would go over there with her and watch wrestling and cut up and carry on with my Aunt Louise. And she'd be drinking beer over there after we eat on Thanksgiving. And she said, "Now, Jamie, I don't want you to think that I'm drinking this beer to get drunk." And I'm like, I don't care, you know. She said, I just need it to make my kidneys work. And I'm like, hey, whatever you got to tell yourself, you go for it. But yeah, that was hilarious to me. But then and now that my Aunt Louise thought she had to justify drinking a beer to her 6-year-old grandnephew, which yeah, she always had wrestling on. That was the funniest part. And
Yeah,
we
my
can talk about,
Gabriel said he always hated being stuck at the kids' table.
oh golly, tell it for true.
Yeah, defense dad, man, pray for your child there, man, said he had to have a heart procedure Tuesday after, he said Christmas, but he said Thanksgiving. So, man, pray that everything comes out good for our buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha! GGW's watching the football game. All right, keeping us updated. Oh man, yeah, that's funny. I'm afraid that a 6-year-old, I may have just said, "Hey, Ann, let me have a swallow of that." Excuse me. So, Bubba, what's your earliest memories, buddy? Which they can't be that long ago.
My earliest memory, I think I was 6 years old. Well, we've always had Thanksgiving here at the house, here at this house specifically, and it was even before the house was a lot smaller. I think we had a fourth of the kitchen size that we do now, and somehow we had about 100 people in the house. I don't know how we did that, but we always have at least that much now. So like with the kitchen being bigger, it's like, how did we have room for this and not have room now? Like we couldn't understand it. So like we did it for 4th of July and everything too. So it was the same deal. But I remember being 5 or 6 years old, and a couple of my aunts and uncles came down or whatever, and one of them was talking about turkeys and stuff, and their son, who I don't get along with, I really don't get along with him, but he's family, so whatever. He said, you know where they get them turkeys from, right? And I said, yeah, they go out and hunt them. Where do you think they get them from? He goes, no, they don't hunt birds. That's a fake bird. It's a fake bird. I'm 5, 6 years old. You know, he's 7. He's a year older than me. Fake bird? What do you mean fake bird? Like, yeah, they just take a sack and fill it up with fake meat and throw it in there. I'm just like, all right, fake meat. All right, I can get behind this, buddy. What's the point of what you're telling me? 6 years old, I was very aggressive. But he swore up and down that nobody hunted turkeys. That turkeys just ran wild and nobody ever hunted them or something like that. And I don't know why this guy did this, but he just kept on saying, you know, he's only a year older than me, so he had like an outlandish thought. And then
little did you know there was Beyond Meat coming out. So I mean, he's early on it. Maybe it's Beyond Turkey.
I don't know. Maybe he was psychic. He could see into the future. Who knows? But he swore up and down this story, and then I walked up to his parents, and I asked them, like, "Hey, he says this," and to which he looked with horror in his eyes as his mother and father ran toward him. Don't you be saying that stupid crap! So that's one. Well, it was just a weird memory, so it's just like something I can't forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only one I like remember. But it's always been here at the house. Grandma always cooked turkey with bacon wrapped around it. Always cooked it with bacon wrapped around it. And she didn't use that lean bacon. She used bacon. She'd like get some from our friends or whatever that had pig farms and stuff. And it'd always be like really, really thick, really spicy bacon. She just wrap it around that turkey.
Oh, wow.
And she still does everything today. She makes her own homemade rolls, which them things are about this big. So if you imagine how big my hand is, it's wider than my hand.
Most people call those loaves, Bubba.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be loaves of bread, not just biscuits. Bubba's like, this looks like a biscuit to me.
But she makes like 300 of them, 300 like rows of 10, like rows of 10 by 10, and she makes 3 sheets of it. And you know, her hands have been like this, you know, all arthritis style, rheumatoid arthritis, all kinds of different stuff wrong with her hands since I can remember. Like she's always been like that. And so she cooks up a storm, and it's just weird. So you know, she makes like the dressing and stuff like that, you know, and everybody else would come or whatever. Here lately, though, you know, people have been coming over to help her cook, but you know, it's usually her saying, "Get out of my way, get out of my way. It's my kitchen. Get out of here." But yeah, no. So that's my memories of first Thanksgiving. My grandmother always making everything. She would not let nobody make anything.
Yeah, we're getting some recipes out there. Defense that says pro tip for sweet taters: add 1/3 can of orange juice concentrate to butter and brown sugar. Mix it, and it makes them next level. That sounds like, and then just do this and throw bacon on top of that. And yeah, you can't go wrong with any of that.
Like to throw a nice thick slice of bacon on my turkey, ladies.
Yeah, but do you do turkey bacon then? So
I do like turkey bacon, actually. I really do.
I do too.
Yeah, I actually really do. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You ain't got to cook it as long either, so it's like almost automatic satisfaction.
Yeah,
like,
and it's not good. It's not good like in a baggie in the refrigerator the next day like regular bacon is, though. Yeah, but yeah, Yeah, Rick Harris says anything wrapped in bacon is good. I have to agree with that. But for me, man, earliest memories for me was just a house full of people. I mean, my grandparents back then. Not only like the food, you get like the special dishes that you only get Thanksgiving and Christmas. And for my family, it was, always traditional. But we kind of did like we did like we do now. So like one Thanksgiving we was at one grandparents, the next Thanksgiving we was at the other grandparents. We rotated back and forth to kind of basically the same thing that we do right now. Anyway, but it was just a run of kids like us kids, you was outside, you only come inside, to eat, and then it's back outside. And there are certain things, which I think we're going to be talking about some food, so I won't go too deep into that. But anyway, yeah, Bam and Dad says leftover turkey bacon is foul. Yep, I agree with that. Walter. Well, Walter might be skinning up a little bit. It sure ain't hurt his sense of humor any. Ozzy says he likes his turkey in a glass over ice. Oh boy. So also guys, make sure you get your hashtag out there. It's hashtag HBN50, and we'll be doing a giveaway tonight. As always, we just love you guys and want to make sure you get plenty of giveaways, the best that we can. See. Okay, this is the last one. We kind of covered this, so maybe we'll just kind of say some food, but and then we're going to be getting on to a little bit of gun stuff before we get to the giveaway here in about 30, 40 minutes. So we'll just start back with you, Bubba, and go back around the other way. So when we're talking about the foods, now, and oh man, that's awesome. So so do you guys like do traditional dinner, or some people sometimes do something different? And what is the food like? You was talking about the rolls or whatever, the food that you look forward to that you're probably only going to get at Thanksgiving and Christmas, maybe. So,
my favorite ones are my grandmother makes what she calls giblet gravy, which is pretty much just the giblets and some eggs and stuff like that made into a kind of a thick but runny type of gravy. It's very, very good. I love eating it. I love putting it over my taters and stuff like that, and I love putting it over top of the turkey itself. And she also makes deviled eggs a certain way on Thanksgiving versus when she makes them normally. So I always eat the crap out of deviled eggs. She makes the dressing. I eat the dressing. The rolls. Love the rolls. Nothing better than them rolls. You could have them for like a month or two afterwards before they finally go bad. And used to just like wrap sandwiches and stuff like that. And so like get to reuse them all throughout the year. But the deviled eggs is probably my favorite part with the giblet gravy. I don't know why, but like I love giblet gravy and I love the eggs and stuff. And everybody talks about that turkey high after you eat. You get really, really tired and wanting to fall asleep. Well, when you eat a turkey at my house for Thanksgiving, you don't wake up till New Year's. And did you have the turkey? I can't feel my face. So and I'm actually not a fan of turkey. I actually am not a fan of turkey. I'm really not. I always think it's always dry, no matter who cooks it. Even if it's my grandmother, I always think it's dry. So with the giblet gravy and stuff like that, I can eat it. So like any other time turkeys are made for whatever the reason, like Christmas and stuff like that, I can't eat it unless there's giblet gravy. It's like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So yeah, I'll say giblet gravy and deviled eggs are my favorite part.
Okay, and since it was brought up out there real quick, this is like we'll throw this in for everybody, at one or when you answer your deal. And so before we go on, Bub, answer this. When it comes to cranberry, is it real cranberries or the can of cranberry that looks like ballistic gel?
Can of cranberries, it looks like ballistic gel.
Okay.
I'm saying, first of all, that's the only thing my grandfather will eat as far as the cranberry stuff is concerned. Because for whatever the reason, he pretends that anything else is not actual cranberries. I don't know why he does it, but everything else is not considered cranberries. And my grandmother would sit there, go out and buy like a 30-cent can, take it home, open it up, pop it out on this little bitty fancy tray, and just cut it up into little bitty slices so he'll shut up. She's just, you are the dumbest man.
Yeah. All right, Jamie.
Yeah.
Or you too, Bub? I'm sorry.
I'm done. I can't go no further with that. We'll be here all night.
All right, Jamie, let's jump over to you, buddy. First of all, real cranberries or cranberry ballistic can?
The ballistic can.
Yes.
Which makes me think I'm probably going to make it my project this year to make from scratch cranberry sauce.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice.
I think we need to know that. I think we need to quit depending on other people for stuff. But yeah, my family, we have the full-on traditional, usually 2 turkeys and my mother's dressing. Oh my goodness. Y'all ain't lived. And but what I do, we usually have a ham and 2 turkeys, and my sister will make dressing, my mama make dressing. For y'all people that are not in the southeast, I don't know. Some of y'all call it stuffing. Some of us call it dressing. But I think every family has their own recipe and the way they like it. And it's made from scratch, and yeah.
And
But
that stuffing, some people do crouton type stuffing, and you have cornbread stuffing too. So even with the stuffing, there's so much, so a lot of differences.
right, cornbread dressing is what I'm talking about, Bound my dad. Cornbread, eggs, chicken stock, some sage, pepper, salt, all that. Anyway, what I do is I will take 2 meats. Usually, no, the Lord has blessed me since I've been hunting. Every year since I started back hunting, I've taken a smoked hindquarter of venison to the family, and
nice.
Never have I brought any back. So I'll go by the store and get some Sweet Baby Ray's and bring back all but just a little bit is gone out of the Sweet Baby Ray's, and all my meat's gone. So they're either putting giblet gravy on it or eating it without any sauce on it. And quick story, my grandmother, my mother's mother, the first year I smoked a turkey, and I had found this marinade that you put on it while you're smoking it, and it's equal parts of soy sauce and molasses.
Oh,
and
nice.
You know how the color there is, and you know that the smoker is going to impart a bark on that skin anyway. Yeah. So I come walking in here with a smoked turkey, and it's black. I mean, it looks like a piece of shoe leather.
It looks dropped on the fire. Huh?
Right. But you slice it, and it's got that pink ring in it, about an inch deep, that the smoker puts in there,
Yeah.
and juice is just pouring out of it. So
Wow.
the secret to smoking meat, for y'all that don't know, is once you get the bark the way you want it on your meat, you wrap it up in aluminum foil and let it finish cooking till it gets up to the temperature that you're after. Well, my grandmother looked at that turkey and I said, "You want to try some of my smoked turkey, grandmother?" She said, "I ain't eating no black turkey like that." And my sisters kept bringing her some and stuff like that. She's like, "I ain't eating that. I ain't eating that. It's black." And he burnt it up, is what she said. But man, it was so juicy. And I mean, I noticed her over there tasting a little bite of it. And she goes, "Oh, Jamie, like that. I ain't never had no turkey like that." And I mean, she ate that stuff till she had it coming out of her ears. But that's one of my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a
Ron
lot of
Lance is,
papers to fence, Dad. We generally use newspaper around here.
Ron
And you
Lance
have
says
to,
cranberry sauce is awesome when you hit it with hollow point. Yeah.
yeah, you have to
Yeah.
light it a lot. You really do.
I bet. Zigzags.
You get it now.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
thanks for letting me share that. That's a good memory.
You betcha. That's what, hopefully holidays are, for people. And even if, at some point, you know, you're not having the Thanksgiving or Christmas that you used to, keep those memories in check, because that
Not just
right
that.
there can bring a smile on your face and joy to
Yes,
your heart.
sir. I think as we're older now too, and when we're thinking back to when we were kids, and this show was great, and it's brought back some great memories for me. I think what we need to remember as older folks, it's our opportunity to make those memories and establish those traditions for our kids and grandkids now. So
Yeah.
let's make that a mission this Thanksgiving, folks.
Yeah. I 100% agree. And not only, that, yeah, just think if you have kids or grandkids, what you're doing right now is going to be their memories, just like you said, too. So you betcha. So,
You won't
Gary,
do.
how about you, buddy? Is there some of that food that you just really miss, all year until it comes to Thanksgiving or Christmas and stuff?
Well, Thanksgiving's changed a lot since mom's gone now, and my daughter's pretty much taken over the Thanksgiving holiday for me. And I've kind of let her start her own tradition, so she's got the things that she thinks. And this is gonna sound a little weird. I don't know anybody else that does it, but for her, it's a homemade baked macaroni and cheese that she has to do. That's one of our favorite side dishes for Thanksgiving. And she has this fancy recipe with 5 or 6 different cheeses in it, and it's good. I mean, don't kid yourself. Also, Brussels sprouts, believe it or not. We have some Brussels sprouts. Now, I've insisted on a couple of my traditions, including stuffing. She doesn't like stuffing or dressing or whatever you call it. I said it ain't Thanksgiving without it. I insisted on it, so she said, "Okay, you're in charge of it." So I'm in charge of that. My son-in-law's in charge of the taters, and
Mm,
he does a darn good job with the mashed potatoes. I mean, they are outstanding. Cooked just
awesome.
right, not too mushy. A few chunks in them, skins left on the way Dad likes them. You know, Mom never made them that way, but I changed up Mom's recipe a little bit to my liking. So the meal is a little bit of my wisdom and my memories along with hers. I let her have her way on a few things. Now, my daughter does make one darn good turkey. I will say that much. It's good. And she's making, for the first time, she's making homemade pies this year. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Oh
She's
wow.
always done store-bought
Ooh.
pies before. She said, "Nope, I'm making them this year." It's like, all right, I'm in your corner. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, old traditions mixed in with the new. And we have fun with Thanksgiving. But
Awesome.
it makes everybody happy, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah. Well, Defense Dad said that's not mac and cheese, Gary. That's crack and cheese.
That's fair.
Tastes so good. It must, man, that sounds awesome.
We have all this stuff on the table. There's barely room to sit a plate on there,
Yeah.
And it's like there's three of us, and it's like enough food to feed a small army here. It's like we're going to be eating on this for a while. Luckily, Dad usually gets to take some home, which is not necessarily a bad problem to have. Take
You
leftovers
betcha.
home. So.
Okay, I need to respond to what Duffer wrote. So, I can't eat Brussels sprouts because it smells like someone farted when you cook them. That's because someone did fart. I farted. All right? Listen. Brussels sprouts is something else that they usually cook about on Thanksgiving for my Thanksgiving and stuff. And I'm not allowed to eat them. I'm not allowed to eat them because that's what happens. That's what happens. And everybody around the house is just like, all right, we got to vacate. So
I love me some Brussels sprouts. Always have loved Brussels sprouts.
Talking about
I was that
baby
weird
cabbage.
kid that loved them even when I was little.
Yeah, my wife likes them, and I call them baby cabbage. That's what they look like. I'm like, let these things go in the regular cabbage. Make some coleslaw out of them.
That's actually a thing. If you didn't know that, cabbage made out of Brussels sprouts. That's an actual thing. Like they make it into coleslaw. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's actually pretty good. But man, you're farting all day, all day. There's no escape either. You run yourself out of your own room.
Well, Bama Dad says he wanted to eat at Lambert's this Thanksgiving. I assume maybe it's the same chain of Lambert's that we have here. And that's some good food, Lambert's and Cracker Barrel. Man, if you can't eat at home, those are two places that serve some dang good cooking that tastes like home. That's for sure. So, Pat, we're up to you, buddy. What's those foods that like you just look forward to every year?
Well, probably one of the things that I miss the most, and nobody has the recipe for it because my granddad, my mom's dad, uh, never had the recipe down for it, but he could make it the same every single time. He did a stuffing, and I really like sage, and I'm kind of weird because he always really liked sage too. He would put enough sage in that a dang buck would jump out of that brush. I ain't kidding you. But man, it was good. And my aunt used to do a deviled egg. Uh, and both of them are no longer with us anymore, but she used to do a deviled egg that was really, really good. And I like all of it. And as far as the cranberry situation goes, I love the sauce coming straight out of the can, but my favorite is it's got to be Ocean Spray because nobody does cranberry better than Ocean Spray. So that's my top one right there. So if it's Ocean Spray, I can probably eat the whole can by myself. And as far as the one thing that I miss the most, I had it's probably been about 10 years ago, but somebody when they really started deep frying the turkeys in the oil in the bath, uh, they did one up, and it was butter injected with all these spices and everything. And man, that I had never had a bird like that. And I've had a lot of good turkey. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good oven ones and everything, but I'd never had a turkey like that coming out of that oil pot like that, and never have since. Like, man, that thing was juicy, and the skin on it was just so crispy. Oh man, it was. Had it once and I've never had it again, and so I may wind up having to buy a deep fryer and do that myself and try that out. So, but yeah, no, I really like it all. I really do. I don't think there's hardly anything that I can hinder right off hand that I would put down. So yeah, I'd say all of it. Just send it.
Yeah. I agree with you on that ocean spray stuff. I don't drink coffee anymore, and so my morning when I wake up, it's ocean spray cran grape. That's what I drink. Yeah.
Yep, that's good
The
stuff.
other brand just don't taste the same. And make sure we've done some deep fried turkey. Just make sure you watch plenty of videos on YouTube so you know not what not to do. Because
otherwise you're gonna blow up your backyard.
Right? Yeah. Make sure that bird has at least 2 days to de-thaw in the fridge before it even touches a deep fryer.
and make sure it's dry.
Dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
Definitely.
And make sure that pot's not over full.
Thank goodness ocean spray don't make seltzer. Thank goodness.
You know what? Duffer never ceases to amaze me with his comments in the side chat. He's always got something that makes me laugh or something that I can interact with.
Yeah. Peanut
oil. Oh, yes.
Too.
And Chris Lang, yeah, that's what they did it in was peanut oil. And it was really, really good that way. And that's what everybody says is peanut oil only for the turkey. So, yeah I definitely got to try that. I definitely got to try that.
The 2 or 3 that we've done, we literally, and I'm not lying, we use my motor hoist to let the bird down into the fryer and then raise it back up too. Because I'm like, this thing goes south, we're not going anywhere close to that. I used the 10-foot hose for the propane tank, so we make sure we can shut that off and crank that turkey right up out of there without even getting anywhere close to that thing if it come to that. So.
Okay, if anybody gets anything out of this podcast, rewind it about 20 seconds and listen to Hillbilly's whole thing right there. That's Hillbilly to a point right there. Engine hoist, 10-foot hose, and that's how we raise it and lower it. That's got Hillbilly written all over right there, and I love it.
Oh, man, I use
somebody's holding your beer because you need both hands to do that. So
I use the engine hoist to hang my deer on when I'm skinning it out and boning it out.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the best piece of equipment to do it with, as far as I'm concerned.
It is, man.
Yeah. And like when we do our chickens, we don't eat the skin anyhow. So I got a rope and pulley out in the garage. And I hang them up, by the feet upside down, let them drain out, and then I skin them like a deer hanging there. And because, like I said, we don't eat the skin anyhow. So
you don't pluck them?
No, we don't pluck them. Don't nothing. I just skin it like I did deer. And well, good night, Walter. Hope you get feeling better, buddy.
I'm not far behind you, Walter.
But anyway, so real quick for me, I'll try to get through this real quick. And for me, the food, I'm not a big bird eater, believe it or not. I like turkey and stuff, chicken, but it's not my favorite. So even though we do a couple of turkeys, I also always do every year do a ham because that's my favorite. And then of course, the homemade rolls, and then my mom makes this green bean casserole stuff that's just, we only get like twice a year. And also with the stuffing or dressing, whichever one you want to call it, that's always a hit. And as far as the pies, I make pretty much all the pies. I learned my granny's chocolate pie recipe, and so it's homemade crust. The pie fillings all from scratch, and then I must usually we'll do some pies, and then must usually some cobblers. I mean, down here, man, you got to have a cobbler and a pie just about every get together, and so and we make plenty of food, and so for us, we make sure there's plenty of rolls, plenty of ham, plenty of turkey, all that stuff, because the following weekend is when we put up the big Christmas tree at my grandmother's or at my mom's. So everybody shows back up either much as it's on a Friday night or a Saturday evening, and we just have leftovers again, and then we put up the Christmas tree, and so now, like the grandkids, my grandkids, they're hanging ornaments and stuff. So it's just been a fun tradition for us, and that's kind of what we do. And yeah, somebody, Ozzy says pecan pie. Yeah, that's something that everybody always wants, so that, yeah. Cobbler, yeah, cobbler is one of the easiest things to make, and I mean, I'm from scratch even, and plus always do, besides rolls, we do always cook beer bread. That's homemade beer bread. That's so easy. But anyway, oh man, let's jump here real quick to another topic, and guys, make sure you get those hashtags in. We got about 15 minutes before we do those. And see. Okay, let's do this. So since we're Black Friday comes along with all this, so around the panel and in the side chat. Well, hang on a second, guys. I apologize so much. We've not called out the side chat. Man, how did I miss that? Gary, would you mind calling out side chat, or Jamie, one of you guys? One of you say what to throw out there, and the other one call it out if you don't mind, please. I'm so sorry, guys.
I'll give them the hashtag to put out there, or just have them type mute. That sounds like a good thing for the everybody type the word mute, and then we'll have Jamie call it out.
Oh my goodness, that's
MUTE mute. There you go.
Tommy Boy typed in turkey. That's a good one too. So we got Tommy Boy, we got Pat in the bunker on the side chat and in the panel. GGW Outdoors, Gizzard Gary, Tactical Fud, Gunwild 1, Duffer 426, Mr. Bob Bobalina, Bama Dad, my brother who's not going to be talking to me in 2 weeks, Alaska 1, Andy, Ozzy Osbourne, Tommy Boy, Rick Harris, Garage Guy 879, Tim S., Michael Dunn, Right Thing to Do, and Hillbilly Up. Y'all know that guy? Come on. Y'all type in mute, guys. Come on. There's Brooke Cheney and Dale Pogue, GGW Outdoors. And the reason I say that is obviously Bama Dad is a Bama fan, and I think all y'all know I'm a big-time Bulldog fan. So, also, I want to talk about what you said, Hillbilly, about putting the tree up. We usually do that the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And my family's blended, my wife and I is our second marriage, and her son is a big time Georgia Tech fan, and of course, y'all know I'm a big time Georgia Bulldog fan. So guess what happens on the Saturday after Thanksgiving is that's pretty much the day that Georgia whoops up on the North Avenue Trade School. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it used to be it was a good game, not so much anymore. But another good memory you brought up, brother. I guess that's everybody. There's Guns and Barbecue.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne put in hashtag Duffer426. I guess that's everybody.
All righty. Well, thank you guys so much for doing that, and thank you everybody in the side chat. Appreciate you. Sorry, I didn't forget about you. I forgot. I don't know why I forgot about doing that. But I apologize. We appreciate each and every one of you. Oh man. So we'll kind of try to run through this fairly quick. Bubba, Black Friday deals. What are you looking at? You looking for some guns, ammo, or anything in particular?
Currently, I'm looking at Ark, and Arkin's got a sale right now on a lot of their optics, 25% off, and that's pretty much all I've been looking for right now. A lot of the parts and stuff I have left to build for the 350 Legend aren't going to be in the Black Friday deals section, so I'm just looking at the scopes.
Looking at the scopes and watching plenty of Boomstick, so you know what scope to pick out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Boomstick knows his way around scopes.
Oh, and there's Chris Lang. He just says mute. So, Jamie, anything you've been looking at or considering for Black Friday deals?
I'm going to be looking for an AR-15 barrel for my son. At that gun show I went to today, I've heard of sniper optics, but I got to hold one in my hand today, and I was pretty impressed with sniper optics. So I did a Google search of sniper optic reviews, and guess what popped up there? The only YouTube video on sniper optics that came up on that particular Google search was from Moondog Industries. So,
Moondog, your buddy.
Yeah. So missing him tonight. And so there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really looking hard at that. Yeah. Arc and optics are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the snipers were pretty impressive, and even a lower price than the Arkans. So I'll be giving them a check too.
Yeah. Yeah. Moondog had something. He sent me an email. He had something going on with his family, and he wasn't going to be able to make it tonight. But all right. So, Gary, anything that you're looking for or considering maybe on some of these Black Friday deals?
Oh, not really. I mean, I've been paying attention to some of them, but I'm really not in the market for a whole lot of stuff right now. My daughter's wanting to do some Black Friday shopping, but her idea is going to Walmart first thing Friday morning. Fighting the crowds for stuff, and I have no excitement whatsoever about going to do that. But
Yeah.
like most people, I do most of my shopping online anymore. And that's where most of the deals are. I mean, Amazon, every other website I know is having a Black Friday deal. In fact, if you pay attention to my community tab, I'm going to be telling people about one here in a couple of days that's going to be running. But okay. Anyway, nothing in particular for me. I've already got so much junk around here right now. I hate to spend any more money, but you never know. I'm not going to say, never say never. If I see a good deal out there, I may just, not to, pun not intended. I may have to pull the trigger if I see a good deal. You know what I'm saying? But nothing in particular that I'm looking for.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. And anyway, back up here where Mr. Bob asked about that CMMG 22 bolt carrier group for the AR, shoots 22 long rifle. I actually have one. I've not put it in yet to test it, but I've had two people really talk good about it. So that's the reason I bought one. I bought it actually here a while back on sale. And I noticed that they're on sale right now. I seen on PSA for the same price it was Memorial Day, this last sale before. But I'm excited to try it. And the main reason I was interested in it was because, I have granddaughter. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to shoot no matter what. But I have some granddaughters that's coming up. It's going to be wanting to deer hunt and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be a great way to get them used to the AR platform while only shooting a 22, and then, they can move up also. So, but anyway, I think it's a good deal, especially for the price it is right now. I mean, it's, pretty good price. So, Pat, real quick, anything you're looking for, buddy?
Well, I'm just, I've got several stuff through the emails uh, on Black Friday deals. I know Monstrum Tactical has some stuff running some pre-Black Friday, and then they will actually have some Black Friday stuff going on Monstrum. And man, I've got so many emails in the last 3 or 4 days for upcoming Black Friday deals. That's just the one that I can think of off the top of my head, and some CMMG stuff, which everybody already said on that, which I think that's what I'm really looking at next. So that way I can get my kids used to. The oldest is already shooting 5.56, but the younger ones, I think they'd really like, because I've got a really lightened up AR, and I think they'd really like shooting it, but I don't think they're ready for the full caliber, in a sense, for that. So yeah, that's probably one I'm going to be looking really hard at. Is the bolt conversion for 22, that CMMG. But man, there's so many I can't even remember them all. So it's, just got to go out there and go look. But I think that's probably up on the top of my list right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, Tackle Fudd said he's looking for a turret press Black Friday deals. So, yeah, some of these sales, man, they're awesome. And if you guys are looking for something like I am an affiliate now for PSA, and I posted today in my community tab my link tree. So if you want to help this channel out and you're going to buy something from PSA, if you want to, you can go to my link tree and click on their Black Friday link, and they'll send me a couple cents. I think not a whole lot of, it's not a lot, but every little bit helps. So if you want to help this channel out and you're planning on buying something, appreciate you use that link if you don't mind. So it is time for the giveaway. So let me pull this back up here. Scroll back up here and show this. So make sure you have your hashtag in HBN50 and that'll get you on the giveaway, and we're going to be pulling that up here really soon. As a matter of fact, right now. And what we're going to do tonight, yeah, thanks there. Barbecue says HBB 50. Anyway, so since this is the 50th show, I figured we go ahead and do 2 giveaways tonight. First of all, we're going to go the first one. This one's going to be for this black flipping knife here. I've been giving away lately. Really nice knife. Great blade, great edge on it. It's pretty nice. I mean, for what it is, you know. And so anyway, let's go ahead and do that giveaway first. Is for that knife. And let me get this pulled up here. Where you at? There you go. And let's roll this. We have 25 entries. Yeah, barbecue. Sorry, I can't do 50 giveaways. That'd be sweet though. I wish I could. So anyway, for the black slim knife, let's draw for that. We'll see who the winner is.
And hopefully it doesn't take 4 tries.
No Fair to a News. And that is somebody new on this channel. Awesome. Congratulations. So the way we do this is you have to be present here. So No Fair to a News. Go ahead and comment so we know you're here. Otherwise, we'll draw again. So we'll give you just a minute to comment on that. And make sure that you are here. I don't know how. Didn't hear their name called out when he's calling out the side chat earlier. So I don't know if they're still on here or not. I hope they are.
Now we're going to have to draw at least 2 more times.
Okay, he said he's not in the participants list. So anyway, man, that's too bad. Sorry about that. No Fair 2A News, doggone it. Appreciate you being on here earlier and watching. So Barbecue, you said just send it to Gizzard.
Yeah, that's
So anyway,
that's one of his alternate accounts.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so No Fair 2A News is Guns and Barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Well, I will send that to you, Gary. And I do believe
right.
I have your address and stuff. So,
Alrighty. Well, thank you, and thanks to No Fear 2A News.
alrighty.
There he is, by the way. See, he is out there.
All right, and then see what the. Okay, and just for that, Mr. Bob says, make sure you look at the McFadden Lightning Loader with those 25 round, 22 long rifle mags. It saves your thumb. Heck, you get the kids load your mags with that. Yeah. Yeah. They were making me watch a super long ad to get in here. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't on like horse tranquilizers or something like that. Oh boy. So I will be sending that to you, Gary. And so I thought, why not bring back a classic? We have Albatross. I gave this away quite a bit before we started giving away that black skinny knife. This is a cool knife. It is pretty cool. It's got a flashlight on it. It's got a fire starter. It's got a glass breaker, a seatbelt rope cutter. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff on it. Bottle opener. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that has this albatross. So we're going to be bringing that back and giving it away tonight. So this is for the albatross. We're going to give her another spin and see who wins. Tommy Boy. Congratulations, Tommy Boy, on winning that. Congratulations, buddy. Whoa, you're about to catch the TV screen on fire there, Bubba. So I'm pretty sure Tommy Boy's still out here, but we'll make sure he says something. And
All right, boys, I'm headed for the bed.
alrighty. Well, we're waiting on Tommy
Night,
Boy,
Jamie.
Jamie. I thank you so much for getting in here.
There he is.
And being a part of this. And yeah, there's Tommy Boy. So Tommy Boy, email me the name and address that you want to send at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. All right, buddy. But Jamie, why don't you go ahead and plug your channel and whatever you got going on for you jump out of here, okay?
Well, I appreciate that. Good night, Dale. I met some folks at the gun show today that are going to be our guest on this coming Friday night. They do 3D printing, and the name of their company is Hardcore Storage Solutions. And they got a website, hardcorestorage.com. Here's their card. And these two guys are going to be on with us, Lord willing, Friday night. Blake and Carrie from Hardcore Storage. And what they do is they print out stuff to turn a 50 cal ammo can into a bug out kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. You'll get to see all about it. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be Friday night at 8:00 on Georgia Shooting Connection channel. I'll be working on 308 this week. So hopefully I'll get a couple of videos up. And thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it very much.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Jamie. That's going to be exciting next Friday. So make sure you guys go over to Jamie's, check out his channel, JH586. Get subscribed if you're not subscribed. Then go over to Georgia Shooting Connection and subscribe there because you're not going to want to miss any of their shows Friday night. And actually, yeah, there's another great show that comes on right after them. Somebody named Gizzard Gary. Yeah. So Friday nights is always a blast. Well, thank you so much, Jamie, for being here, buddy. We appreciate you. You have a good evening.
You too. Thanks for having me, and go Dogs.
Hi, Jamie.
Good night, buddy.
Night, Jamie.
Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Always enjoy giveaways. So I thought this would be fun. Actually, me and DJ, I always we talk back and forth on a text, because he loves music and instruments and is always, always excited if we do a topic about music and stuff. So I had talked to him. I was like, what do you think about some topics would be good and stuff? And he suggested this one. I'm like, oh yeah, man, this sounds great for Thanksgiving. So this next topic, we'll just start right up with you, Bubba. And it is, what songs or bands that you're thankful for in your life? And, saying that, it might be a a song that Daisy Airgun Collector. Glad you could be in here. But like it could be like maybe you're thankful for it because it may have started a gender, or I can say that right. Genre of music, or maybe it's a song or a band that really spoke to you, that maybe touched your life or changed your life. There's something like that. I mean, and also in the side chat, man, that's let's hear what you guys got out there.
So this one's actually pretty easy. There's one band that I've always listened to, and there's one new one that I started listening to. But the old band I'll go with first. The one I'm very thankful for is the Ink Spots. I've talked about them several times. I keep trying to find their old albums and stuff. Ink Spots are one of those bands from the 50s and 60s. They sung with Ella Fitzgerald and stuff, and I'm really thankful for them. They was one of the first black bands to be accepted by the white community back when all the whole segregation crap was still going on. And they're just genuinely great singers. They have a high talent mark, and I'm pretty sure most of them's passed now, but I'm really thankful for being able to experience their music because it really touched my heart. But for now, one of the newer, well, I guess it's not really a band, it's a guy. But if you guys haven't seen him, there's a lot of controversy around this guy. But that's mainly because he speaks his mind and doesn't really hold back what he thinks. And that's Tom McDonald, actually.
Yeah.
I am not a rap fan. I am not a rap fan at all, but a lot of the stuff he says is some of the things that I've said my whole life. And it's good to have someone who will speak their mind and speaks the exact same things that you're thinking. So I really appreciate Tom McDonald. I had one of his new songs he released called Superman playing on my live Wednesday. And
yeah, that's good.
That song really hits home. You know what I mean? It really hits home. And you don't expect it. First of all, there's a huge disconnect with the guy because he's got tattoos all over his face. He's tattooed all over. He's got piercing in his lip right here. He's got a nose ring and all kinds of other stuff. He's got tattoos on his eyelids. Yeah. He's got tattoos on his eyelids. Makes it look like he's got an eyeball sitting there looking when his eyes are closed. So it's it's a real big disconnect. But he's very talented. He's very eloquent with his with his lyrics and stuff. And I can always appreciate somebody who actually puts his heart and soul into something that they sing, and when you can feel it, it's a whole lot better. So, he also sings with like Adam Calhoun, and he's self-produced, by the way. He doesn't have a record label or anything like that. So he's just like Oliver Anthony in that respect. So he's been doing it longer than Oliver Anthony. But he produces his own records. His girlfriend does his videos and stuff, and she actually sings pretty good too. But yeah, if you haven't ever listened to Tom Arnold, check him out. Check him out. If you can get past the disconnect there and whatever, but check out Superman. That's all I'm going to say.
Did you say Tom Arnold?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He said Tom Arnold.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's two different people.
Yeah. Tom McDonald, my bad. He also did sing a song with John Rich too from Big and Rich.
Yeah. So the only two songs I've heard him sing is the one you played, Superman, and then him with John Rich. And I like both of those. But he most usually just does a video, it'll pop up on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. Just his stance on, it might be the 2A, it might be on politics, whatever. But, to me, he follows a lot of the same guidelines I do. That's for sure. And so
that's what I'm saying. Like, you hardly ever hear someone who's in, first of all, in the rap industry in general, not just in the music industry, but in the rap industry is specifically, be libertarian. Like you don't hear that. You usually see liberal or left leaning and stuff. So to to have somebody like that is really really helpful. And he seems to be making big waves because apparently everybody's trying to shut him up. So
yeah. Well, right thing to do said he's thankful for Barry Manilow. And Ron says he's thankful for the Wayne and Play Nice Slide Whistle Rock Band. So,
oh my gosh.
yep.
I need to get me a slide whistle now.
Yeah.
He interrupts him every time he slide whistles.
Junior Brown. Yeah. So, Gary, what's your thoughts on this, buddy? Any band, music, songs, or whatever, something that you might be thankful for in your life?
Well, I've had a little bit of time to think about it and listen to Bubba and everything else. And the first guy that comes to mind is not a band necessarily, but it's a guy. He's no longer with us. But if you sit and think about his body of work and his music, it almost touches everybody's heart. You cannot listen to this guy sing a song without feeling the emotion. And that'd be Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if he sang a song, he made it his. And you could feel the pain in his voice. You could feel the patriotism in his voice in certain songs, his life experiences and stuff like that. And just to be able to live through that generation and listen to all that music, and still, if it comes on the radio today, I'm going to turn it up. I'm sorry. And I'm a rock and roll guy, but now I'm totally on board with Johnny Cash too.
Yeah, and I will tell you this, as a person that actually got to stand, shake hands, visit with him for probably an hour or two when we did some work at their house here, where I live. He's a good guy. There wasn't no show or nothing like that. He was just a great down to earth guy. And so, and I think we have a premiere here, the Daisy Airgun Collector. That is AKA Ron Wayne. It's a new B channel he started. And so, guys, go check that out and support Mr. Ron and Misty Wayne. This is going to be exciting. I love Daisy Guns, man. So this will be a really sweet ride to watch. And so make sure you jump over and check them out. And if I think we got a ranch out there here and there, so somebody would like to throw the link up for that, I'd appreciate it. Mom and Dad said Gary was going to say Slim Whitman. Gun website says the only correct answer to the song here it's thankful for is Grateful Dead. So, Pat, let's jump on over to you, buddy.
Well, excuse me. Gizzard kind of stole my thunder right there, but that's all right because, yeah, definitely Johnny Cash for sure. But I'll go to one a little closer to my generation, and that's Pearl Jam. They had a lot of good, heartfelt songs and just a lot of uh, scream and shout ones too. So it's always loved Pearl Jam. 10 is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. But if I'm going with anything with something a little bit newer, I'd probably have to say Sturgill Simpson. Man, that guy, whether it was the Sound and Fury or any of his country stuff, that guy is awesome. Is awesome. So yeah, I'm thankful for those two artists for sure. Back when I was growing up and to now. So that'd be my two closest picks I could pick out right now.
Yeah. Oh man, that's some good stuff from everybody, and a lot of great stuff out there in the side chat too. For me, probably my number one would probably have to be Elvis. Thank you very much. Just for the fact that not only am I a fan, but what he did, for rock and roll, and not only that, but also what he did later on, for gospel music, as we always had some great gospel music, and with the his following, people loved his stuff. Later on in years, he put out some wonderful gospel soundtracks, and so there was kind of a two thing on that on him. I've seen a lot of good stuff out there, man. That Sinatra, I mean Dean Martin, man, all those guys. Looks like Fluffy's gonna get out here. Good night, Fluffy. Thanks for being on here.
Oh, one thing before I forget. Two of the coolest songs back in the day, it was in Western, Rio Bravo, Ricky Nelson, and Dean Martin uh, singing. I can't remember the name of the two songs right now, but one was "Get Along Home, Cindy, Cindy," and dang it, what was that other one? "My Rifle, My Pony, and Me." I always thought that was
Yeah,
really cool that they put that kind of little show right into the movie on that.
yeah.
So I always thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm. It definitely was. Man, Misty says we can't forget about George Jones. Yeah. All righty. My goodness. So we're coming up on top of the hour, and let's let's start and let's go ahead and start with you, Pat, and we'll work our way back around. Why don't you go ahead and plug your channel and tell us a little bit about what you got going on, and before we forget, panel, do not let me forget to remind everybody, DM Foss Saturday Night Mouse Party. We have a little video, little show before we get out of here, and so that'll be coming up later on tonight. And so, Pat, what do you got going on, buddy?
Well, just got finished up with harvest here not too terribly long ago, and getting all the cows worked and everything out to stocks and everything. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to do too terrible much, but hopefully going to be doing a live stream one of these days, putting up stock fence with me and a whole horde of my uh, three-wheeler and four-wheeler collection. I'm going to be switching those out and seeing how those do. But yeah, hoping to do some more gun videos here pretty shortly. Hopefully, weather depending on that too. But yeah, and still got some more stuff from Thunder on the Prairie to put out. And yeah, just got a lot of stuff to put out. I'm just trying to space it out so that way I keep some in the pipe. But yeah, that's what I'm up to right now. So yeah, going to be doing some more outdoor stuff along with the gun videos and everything. So, and one final plug to
Awesome.
everybody else out there: go check these guys out. Everybody's got good content, so go check them out.
Well, thank you very much, Pat, man. I'm looking forward to those videos, buddy. Guys, if you been in a bunker and not been over to watch Pat in the bunker, make sure you get over there and do that. Check out his channel, subscribe. A lot of great content. You never know where you're going to see Pat. You might see Pat shooting a gun. You might see Pat on a four-wheeler. You might see Pat on a tractor harvesting. I mean, you never know where you're going to see him when he's outside of his bunker. So make sure you go over there and check it out. A lot of great content. Thank you very much, Pat, for being on here tonight. Appreciate you, buddy. And so, Gizzard Gary, what do you got coming up, buddy?
Well, let's see. I did a knife video this past week, a new Civivi knife. I just got another one in the mail today. It's going to be released on Monday, so I'll probably have a video on that to roll that out to everybody. Also, Foul Territory again this Friday, every Friday at 9 p.m. Central. So hope everybody can make it by, and yeah, that's what I got going on. So thanks for the invite as always.
Oh, man. Thank you for being here. And
You bet.
like I said, guys, been out in the woods too long hunting or whatever, but I've been over to Gizzard Gary's channel. Go over there, check him out, subscribe. Great channel. And plus, not only is a great channel of gun content, knife content, and all kinds of stuff, yeah, the Foul Territory is just a blast on Friday nights. You know, Friday nights is always one of my favorite nights. Well, Friday nights and then Saturday, because I get to spend time with Hillbilly Nation here and stuff, all the panel and everything. So I love Saturday nights. But also Friday nights, you know, we have, oh man, we got Georgia Shooting Connection. We have Gizzard Gary, you know, Foul Territory. And then after that, we have gun websites. And so, you know, most usually has the weekly wrap up. Gary, I believe, is that what he calls it?
Weekly 2A wrap up.
Yeah, weekly 2A wrap up. So, you know, Friday nights are great. And also, so make sure you guys go over there and check that out. You know, 3 good shows, one right after another, just stacked. So, yeah, it's great. Oh, yeah, Man Reloading, yeah, that's always a lot of fun, too. Ah, you're welcome, buddy. What do you got coming up, man? Wednesdays, and then, man, I missed your giveaway Friday. I had put it in my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get over there and win me one of these awesome knives, you know, hopefully. And I forgot about it. So I was where I didn't have service when your stream started, and I'm like, oh no. And so I did watch a rewind on that, and great show on that too, buddy. Congratulations on your 300 subscribers. And
thank you.
And so guys, get over there and check out Bubba. I mean, he just hit 300. Man, he's doing the snowball effect, rolling down the hill, man. And that's something to see right there. If you ain't ever seen Bubba rolling down the hill, gain subscribers. So.
Just don't let there be families at the end of the hill. Don't let there be no families at the end of the hill. Last time we lost children, and that's a damn shame. But as far as me coming up, actually, I'm going to shout out Ron Wayne's channel because I did issue a challenge to everybody in that giveaway stream and everybody in the Wednesday morning stream that I did. If you catch any of Ron Wayne's Trigger Pull Thursdays, and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trigger Pull Thursdays, ladies," or anything of that nature, first of all, what you have to do is you have to tag the time that he said it, and the first person to tag that time, the first comment with that tagline in there, will win one of my knives. I'm anytime he does it, every single time.
I have a quick question, Bubba. Since this popped up, which is a Ron Wayne B channel, if he does a trigger pull on a BB gun and says ladies, does that count?
Yes.
Or is it
counts
just for his?
You have to be subscribed to his channel. You have to have proof that you subscribe to his channel, right? You have to have the timeline for when he says it, So you have to watch the video. You have to watch it and catch it. You have to catch the exact between 1 and 2 seconds of when he starts to say it and when he finishes saying it. All right. So you have to tag that line, right? And you have to say, caught him, ladies. You have to say it. All right. And I will give the first person who gets it a knife. I will gift them a knife.
That is awesome,
So,
buddy.
And it's going to be random because a lot of times he puts those videos out where they just come out randomly. So he's probably going to pull one back and redo it and add that in there. So you don't know when it's going to be. Nobody knows when it's going to be. But anytime he does it, first person that catches it, I will give them a knife. But like I said, you have to track the time. You have to be subscribed to either one of his channels. You have to be subscribed. So shout out to Ron Wayne.
All right. Well, that's awesome.
Oh, you also have to be in the United States too. I can't ship to Alaska, Canada, or Hawaii.
I think Massachusetts. I don't think you ship a knife to Massachusetts either.
I don't know. They let me ship them to California. They let me ship one to California.
Well, I know, but Anne Marie is in. I think it's Massachusetts. And
that's lame.
They won't let you ship. Yeah. They won't accept a knife. But real quick, I want to interrupt you for 1 second. I'm sorry about that. But Bama Dad says, "Hey guys, God bless. Visit your local church tomorrow. There's someone there that would like to say hello. Thanks for a great evening. Make somebody's day the best day they've ever had in a while." And that is right, Bama Dad. Thank you for sharing that, buddy. You're correctly right. Make somebody's day better. And appreciate that. So, Bubba, you want to go ahead and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but go ahead and finish up your plug there and what all you got going on.
Nah, you good, but so here's the knives. The same as that albatross that Hillbilly used to give away, but they are karambit styles. They're made by the same company, and they are all steel. There is no plastic whatsoever. So, same company that made that knife is the same company that makes this one, and it's very durable. It's very nice. It looks small because my hands are humongous. Yeah, but they're really good quality knives. They're extremely sharp. They can shave. They can shave you. You can shave with this thing. I'm not even kidding. It's that sharp. So definitely be careful with it if you do win one of these. So yeah, see, Gizzard Gary's got one. That's the black with the red accents on it. That is one of my other ones that goes, one of the other colors for it. And then there's also this blue sapphire. And there's also a rainbow one and a Damascus steel looking one. So if you win, just tell Ron. Ron's got my email. He'll send your address and stuff to me. Tell me what color you want, whether you want the black with red accents, you want the Damascus steel one, you want the blue sapphire, you want the cosmic purple, or you want the rainbow one. Let me know, and I will send it to
you. Well, Ron says, wait, can I enter? Because I think he would know what the timestamp would be. And
I mean, that's kind of like unfair.
Well, maybe if Ron wins, you just get like one of those little toenail clippers.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bring up another giveaway real quick. Hold on a second. This is what we're gonna do real quick. All right, hold on.
Okay.
I got a plan for this. All right. So. All right. So the hashtag is Ron Gets Cookie. All right. And I want Ron and I want Gizzard Gary to type in hashtag Ron Gets a Cookie. All right. If Ron wins, I'll send him a knife right now. If Gizzard Gary wins, he's got to wait. I'm not joking though, Ron. I'm dead serious.
Oh. Looks like.
Come on, Ron. You got to do it now. See, Gary did it. You got to do it. Oh, you don't put A in there. Just get Cookie. Gets Cookie. Oh, that's A. No. This one right here. Hold on. Right there. Ron gets cookie. Hashtag Ron gets cookie. You know, kind of like the Cookie Monster saying it. You know. All right. All right. Here we go. See. All right, both of them's pulled up. Let's go ahead and stream share this real quick. Sorry, Hillbilly, I don't mean to take this up from you, but
No problem, buddy.
All right.
Bad thing is Bubba can say whatever he wants and it shows up like I said it.
I know, that's weird. All right. Here we go. Oh, no, who pulled out a third?
No, because you typed me in.
No, it was Ozzy.
I'm not in this.
It was Ozzy.
Ozzy. Oh yeah, Ozzy did. Ozzy's like, give me some of that.
Okay. So since there's three now, if Ozzy wins, all right, Ozzy gets a knife and Ron gets a knife. That's how this is gonna work. All right. I there we go. All right. And drawing. We get. Ron gets a knife. Ron gets a knife. All right.
Well, I can already tell you. Oh, we got confetti. I already tell you what color Ron's gonna pick.
Ron wins. It says hashtag rigged.
Ozzy says rigged. Ozzy had a 33.33% chance of winning that. Good night, Chris Lang, man. Thanks for jumping on. We appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate all of you.
All right, Ron, send me an email. Let me know what color you want.
Oh man, look here. We got he says I know the color. It's gonna be red.
Oh,
it's gonna be Ron Wayne red. Look here, Bubba. Guns and Water says cookie harvesting. Oh man. You gonna throw a spider in there?
No.
Ron, did you?
I'll throw a pair of Speedos in there.
Yeah, he can wear those on his new channel.
All right. I'm sorry to hijack the channel for a few minutes. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, buddy. That popped up. I'm like, I didn't type that in. I'm like, oh, Bubba did. I was like, man, I'm forgetting stuff. Not only am I forgetting to unmute, I'm forgetting that I'm typing stuff in. Oh man. Before we exit out of here and say our goodbyes real quick, I am going to show this right here.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
So make sure you guys get over there and watch a DM Foss Saturday night mouse party, 1 p.m. metric. Have you ever figured out what metric time was there, Bubba?
I don't know. I've been told metric is in tens, so I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, Misty says she's going to make some shirts that says hashtag Ron gets cookies.
Take a picture of the knife and put the knife on there too.
Guns of Water's like, now, I want a cookie now.
Everybody wants
cookies. You're
cookies.
talking about cookies. All right. And thanks. Yeah, there, Ron threw out the link for Foss. So you guys make sure you go over and check that out. And guys, man, this has been great. I've had so much fun with each and every one. I mean, I appreciate y'all so much. We had some super chats before it even got started, and I want to say thank you for that. Info Bros was one of them. Michael Dunn was another, and I thank y'all so much for that. Those are always, all that money is going to go back into prizes and giveaways and everything. So I really appreciate you very much. Guys, Thanksgiving's come up, and man, sometimes getting together with a bunch of family, it's fun. It's a blast. But then sometimes it also brings up the chance to maybe have some arguments or something. But, just use this time, regardless of what's going on in your life. Use this time to be thankful for, everything that you have, everything that you've had in your life. And just be thankful for it. If your heart's beating and you're breathing, man, that's something to be thankful for. And share, that love and stuff with somebody else. Make somebody's day better, and you have the perfect opportunity with family getting together. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We got Christmas. It is the holiday season. The perfect opportunity to make people's day better, every day. And you don't have to spend money to do that. It could be opening the door, pushing the shopping buggy back up, at the grocery store or Walmart or wherever, I mean, I guarantee you, you push that buggy back up to the door, whoever's job it is going to go out and collect them. You're going to make their day better. I mean, you honestly are. Or just grab one from the parking lot when you're going in. So it's simple things like that make somebody's day better, even though they might not know who did it or whatever. But, you're doing a simple act of kindness. You're making their day better. And Hillbilly Nation, you guys make my day better each and every day. And I just want to thank you so much. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for doing that. And as we start to get out of here, I want to leave you folks with, remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better. And if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again, Hillbilly Nation. I love you.